今の音落雷では
2020 has more than beaten the lot of us down due to the global health situation, forcing people to adhere to strict health protocols and stay at home. Despite what's happening now, there is at least a silver lining to 2021 that thankfully lets us enjoy moments of leisure. That being said, the comfort of watching your favorite show at home has been the go-to of a lot of us. For those of you who are seeking new genres to dip into, may we have the courtesy of introducing you to some noteworthy anime. For today, you got that right. Today we'll be listing down some of the best animes we've seen in 2021 so far, and we'll dive in a bit more on some other anime you could look forward to this year. But before we hit it off, right off the bat, make sure to give our video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on so you don't miss any of our new releases. Now, here are the best animes in 2021 so far. Jujutsu Kaisen. Starting the list, we have one of the most popular anime that debuted the last quarter of 2020 in October, Jujutsu Kaisen. Directed by Sungu Park and animated by MAPPA, Jujutsu Kaisen literally translates to sorcery fight, with the manga having over 36 million copies in circulation. It's a shonen anime that tells the story of Yuji Itadori, just your exceptionally athletic high school student whose world turns upside down when he swallows one of the cursed fingers of Ryomen Sukuna, making his body a curse in itself. Now housing the most powerful curse within himself, he is then mentored by Gojo Satoru in Jujutsu Tech, a school that specializes in sorcery, where he is joined by other students. Watching this anime may remind you of Naruto's story, thrown in with the spiritual world of Yu Yu Hakusho on how they battle curses thrown their way. It's packed with action and, of course, has quite the laughs in it as well. What's also interesting about this anime is that they broke the stereotype of women in anime, showcasing viewers that they are on par with the men in the show with how skilled they are. Jujutsu Kaisen will reel you in naturally, since watching it is reminiscent of watching shonen anime, living up to its name of sorcery fight and brawls, while also discovering the spiritual world in a different light but approached modernly. Wonder Egg Priority. Next on the list, we have this fantasy and psychological horror anime entitled Wonder Egg Priority that took off just this January 2021. Directed by Shin Kobayashi and brought to life by Cloverworks and Aniplex, it tells the story of junior high school student Ai Oto, who's struggling with depression due to the suicide of her best friend Kotyo Nagase. Her world changed when she got a hold of a Wonder Egg, wherein she was guided by a mysterious voice to the Gachapon machine, a vending machine that dispenses toys. Later that night, Ai is taken to the dream world, where the Wonder Egg cracks open and reveals a teenage girl whom she must protect from a horde of evils called Sino Evils. The mysterious voice that guided Ai to the Gachapon machine also claims that if she saves enough people, her best friend may be brought back to life. Along the way, Ai meets 3 other girls who share the same struggle with her. What's interesting about this anime is how it tackles one of the most sensitive topics, but on a more vivid and brighter note that even kids can understand if shown. The animation itself is vivid and colorful, which reminds you of Naoko Hamada's A Silent Voice, with the action-packed scenes reminiscent of 90s anime Revolutionary Girl Athena. Wonder Egg Priority is definitely a must-see anime you don't want to miss. Shingeki no Kyojin, the final season. Another anime that took off in the last month of 2020 is Shingeki no Kyojin Final Season, translated to English as Attack on Titan. This action-packed, post-apocalyptic and dark anime has returned for its 5th and final season. With the first season airing way back in April 2013, it has been nothing short of a bestseller for fans around the world. Produced by MAPPA, it is directed by Yuichiro Hayashi and covers the Marley and War for Paradise arcs from the original manga by Hajime Isayama. Attack on Titan initially tells the story of humanity living in 3 cities, each protected by huge walls against the Titans, humanoid beings who attack humans for no apparent reason. Everything changed when the colossal Titan breached one of the walls, changing the lives of Eren Jaeger, Mikasa Ackerman, and Armin Arlet forever. Seeing how a Titan ate his mother alive, Eren decided to join the Scout Regiment troops, the elite fighting force against the Titans, with a vow to eliminate all Titans in existence. Picking up from the Marley arc, this final season we see 2 young Eldian warriors, namely Gabby Brown and Falco Grice, candidates to inherit Reiner's armored Titan 4 years after their failed mission to claim the founding Titan. With the war going on both sides and both the Survey Corps and the Marley troops taking a heavy death toll, both parties are looking for ways to end this war once and for all. On the other hand, the Survey Corps witness Eren's downward spiral to a questionable path. We gotta warn you though, Attack on Titan is pretty heavy on the graphics, but it'll make you want more to watch this series. And a word of caution, don't get too attached to any of the characters. You never know who will cross over to the other side. Skate the Infinity. Further proof that you can make anything anything out of anime, we have Skate the Infinity, which premiered just this January as well, directed by Hiroko Utsumi. It revolves around the story of Reki Kyan, a high school student who has an intense love for skateboarding. One night, he heads to an illegal underground race inside of a mine called S. Here, the skaters race in a dangerous situation in which he participates and ends up destroying his skateboard and breaking his arm. While working, he runs into Langa Hasegawa, his classmate, who is half Canadian and has no experience in skateboarding. As it happens, Langa is in desperate need of money, and they got into trouble after visiting S. The two are forced into a bet that requires no skateboarding experienced Langa to join a race, but as it turns out, he might just have a recent skill that will help him win the race. Like every other sports anime, it taps on the tension between individuals, both competitors and allies, on their drive to be better, while also juggling with other problems. It's a good watch if you're looking for something new and interesting to watch that's not as popular as other sports. Horimiya. If you're into budding romance and coming to terms with yourself, then this next anime is for you. Premiering just this January 2021, Horimiya is a romantic comedy about popular it girl Kyoko Hori, one of the most popular girls in school and loved by everyone, unlike Izumi Miyamura, a seemingly nerdy and gloomy student. But there is more to these two than meets the eye. Contrary to her school persona, Hori is actually a homebody who dresses down and takes care of her younger brother, Sauta, while she's at home. One day, Sauta comes home suffering from a nosebleed, assisted by someone covered in tattoos and earrings. A worried Hori rushes to her brother, but what she didn't expect was that the tattooed person recognized her and introduced himself as the gloomy and nerdy Miyamura from her class. From there, the two shared a secret bond because they exposed their hidden selves to each other in an unlikely manner. Don't worry if you think this show is dragging or slow-phased, because it's not. We quickly see the build-up between the two friends to eventually becoming lovers while also juggling personal issues with their friends as well. Vlad Love. For a breezy fun and a short watch, Vlad Love is sure to be up your alley. It's an original net animation, ONA, created by Mamoru Oshii, which was originally set to premiere back in October 2020, but got delayed due to the global health situation. The first half of Vlad Love was released in February 2021, while the second half premiered a month later in March. A comedy yuri with a slapstick comedy as its base, the anime follows the life of Mitsugu Banba, your regular high school girl who finds meaning in donating blood. Mitsugu frequently goes to a blood bank to donate despite being treated rudely by the nurse there. One fine day, Mitsugu is at the blood bank when a beautiful but pale Oran-looking girl walks in. Looking as though she might lose consciousness in a few moments, everyone is shocked when the girl wreaks havoc on the blood bank. After doing her deed, she loses consciousness and the kind Mitsugu takes her home. Kamanojihan. And finally on this list we have Kamanojihan, a dark fantasy and supernatural show that also premiered this January. Literally translated to Monster Incidents, the show revolves around a young boy named Kabane Kusaka and starts when a detective who specializes in the occult, Kohachi Unugami, is called into their small village in the countryside. As it happens, mysterious incidents of rotting and mutilated livestock corpses have been appearing out of the blue. With Kohachi investigating the case, he runs into Kabane, who is called Doratobo by the locals due to being covered in dirt and stench from working on the farm. With his gut feeling that this boy can help with the investigation, Kohachi enlists him to help him with the case and is shocked with the revelation of beast-like entities, Kemono, living side by side with humans, Kabane himself having a secret of his own. The anime has macabre humor that compels viewers to watch more, especially with how the young Kabane comes into terms with his feelings, seeing as how he is numb to pain and tolerance for insults from those around him. With that, we're concluding today's video on the best anime of 2020 so far, so we hope you already took your pick. Before you go, make sure to like our video and subscribe to our channel with the notifications turned on for more content, and we'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching.